Yes, awesome. Let's go.
Professor? Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training. There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker, I mean. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good. I need to have more training. There are things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done. For the future. I have to try with hardness. Training, studying, socializing. I will not always be having time to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right. Why? Because the position of Bridget is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Bridget is a small island in the middle of them. Bridget has great beauty, but little power. We will not have... will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Bridget, and so I have responsibility. I have to have more strength than anyone.
That's a lot of pressure. Really sucks when you're stuck in between two big warring nations like that.
Having more strength than anyone might be impossible. But I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting me. I mean, counting on me. But you should know that one of these days will be when I return to Bridget. Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. With you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
Absolutely, Petra. You're the best Black Eagle. I will always like you. And I will gladly train you as soon as we have you. Let's see. Ash is already with us.
I think that...
There we go.
Professor, hello. I have a quick question for you. Would you consider adding me to your class? I'd also like to talk to you about my future and stuff.
Sure.
Really? Oh, thank you. I'll study and train as hard as I can. Thanks so much.
Ta-da!
I think...
Do I have one of your lost items? I don't. Do I have any items you like? It's a very good question. Let me look it up. So I could motivate him completely, that would be nice. Ancient coins! You like ancient coins? Awesome, let's go. Ta-da. You can have your item back. Just so we get more support.
Oh, hey! I wasn't expecting... You know, Professor, I keep hearing good things about you. I gotta admit, I'm curious. Want to let me into your class? All right, that was easy enough. Come on, we're gonna run this place.
Oh, finally.
I wasn't expecting much.
I'm pretty sure I already used up all his lost items, but I do have a training weight.
For me? This is so great.
You're very welcome. I like that you are motivated now.
This created more fun. I am spending my days with devotion to my studies. There is something I think of when looking at you. I am feeling that the way you are teaching would give me great benefit. Is it possible to be switching to your class? I would like to be requesting that of you.
Yes!
I have so much gratitude. I am still still not used to the speaking of your language.
It's okay, we both
But
like
I
it.
have full comprehension. Please, Professor, teach me all of the things you know.
Petra, my guardian and I actually find your way of talking very endearing. It's fine. This is hers. Let's go.
I had lost the place of this. You have my thing.
Perfect. Who else can we recruit? Ferdinand, let's go. We are recruiting so many people right now. But it is necessary because the battle is going to be quite hard.
No, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan, but after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the king. There are even now. Oh, Professor, here to recruit me, I presume? You have perceived my excellence. Good. But you are not the only person trying to recruit.
Excuse me?
I would be happy to join your class, if you are offering.
Okay, for a moment I was afraid he was gonna say I can't recruit him.
I look forward to learning under you. You will soon see how superior I am to Edelgard.
That gave me a start. I thought for a moment that he was going to decline.
No, but there are even now.
Lost items. Do I have any of his lost items? I don't. Well, fuck me. Do I have a gift you like? Where are you? You like riding boots, tea leaves, and whetstones. Okay, you can have riding boots. There you go.
Exactly what I...
You're welcome. I cannot recruit Lawrence. I definitely would not want to recruit Tomas. I cannot recruit these two. I cannot recruit Hilda. Dorothea should be doable. Marianne, I don't think so. Not yet.
The battle... Hey there, Professor. I was thinking it might be nice to join your class. I'm not unhappy where I am, but I was just thinking that maybe if I was with you, well, I might learn even more. You're the kind of gal a girl could pay attention to, you know? Oh yeah? That's great! I'm looking forward to spending more time with you, Professor.
I think we've recruited at least half the Black Eagles at this point, which is good. Oh, Felix has some more dialogue for us, and I think that's going to be everyone we can recruit right now. Unless I've got some support waiting that could help. No. No. Could not. Okay. In that case... But we need to make sure that we instruct Dimitri, Mercedes, and Flane so we can actually get support level ups with them. Okay, somebody please remind me of that. Felix, what do you want?
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
Yeah, she comes from a starving part of the kingdom. Like, I'm honestly not surprised she does. My dear Felix. Alright. Unit appearance, everyone into summer wear. Let's go. And I think now we should be able to move on. Yeah, so we're definitely not getting to the Battle of the Eagle and the Lion today, unfortunately. But it's just not gonna work out time-wise. I can already tell you guys that. It's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Sorry. Dimitri, let's go.
This will... That...
Mercedes.
Thank you.
To-do. And Flane is one of the ones that I definitely wanted to instruct. I forgot to give Dorothea an item.
No. I still have...
I forgot to give an item to motivate her with. Well, fuck. In that case, we're gonna go with Ignatz. Because I do want to unlock his hidden talent.
It's fun.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't really need it either. Yeah, let's go with her, I think. Yeah. Petra, best girl, let's go. You're gonna learn some flying. Alright. Group tasks can stay. Goals need to be changed for at least a few people. This is... Wait, she doesn't need any more writing. Why? Any more... Oh no, writing she needs, okay. I was like, wait, she doesn't need flying, but she does need writing, okay. This is fine, this is fine, this is not fine. You have enough of that, you get to fly. And he gets to be a War Master because, yeah, I could put him on a Wyvern, but it would take him longer to get there, and he makes for a pretty decent War Master. Like, War Master is a class that any physical fighter can be good in. Any male physical fighter, because women don't get access to War Master for some stupid reason. So that's fine. You are going to have to go with Reason and Faith, I'm sorry. And we do have to unlock her Faith talent, because right now she has a weakness in that. She gets to go on a Wyvern foe. And she's gonna need some Lance. So let's get her that. You're gonna go for Sword and Reason for Mortal Savant. And the rest should be fine, I think. Yes. Awesome. Let's go. Yeah, no. War Cleric is such a trash class. No. Yeah, War Mistress or female War Master would be really badass, especially for Catherine. But unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Oh god, we're gonna be silent to each other again. Okay.
Here you are again.
Also, can I just say I hate this music track in the background, and I apologize for what I'm about to say because it's gonna probably ruin the soundtrack for at least one or two people. But it is supposed to be like this soft, super feeling kind of piece that is supposed to put you in like a really vulnerable mood, and all I can think of when I hear this is soft porn music. I'm sorry. It just ruins every single emotional scene it is in, and especially a very important scene halfway through the second half of Azure Moon. I just cannot take this theme seriously. I'm sorry.
I see. The flowers you helped to water are in bloom now. Have a look.
Of course we don't get to see the flowers. That would be stupid.
Indeed. My sister was fond of this one in particular. It never came up. Duscur is a dead land. Its flowers were all trampled under the boots of soldiers. But seeing this blossom brings back memories. I do not know why I am telling you all of this.
Because this is a scripted support conversation, and developers decided to, you should say that.
There is little to tell. But if you are from Fodlan, you must know what became of the people of Duscur. The people who betrayed their allies from Fargus. The ones who were punished for regicide. The Duscur are shunned for their crimes, even now. It would be in your interest not to spend any more time around me than necessary. You may think little of it now, but your reputation will eventually suffer. But, to be completely candid, it pleases me to be able to speak with you like this. If you truly do not mind, I would be glad to receive more visits from you in the future.
You probably will, given that I have to instruct you like 500 times.
You there, youngster. Won't you listen to this old man's troubles? I was born and raised right here in this town. I spent my whole life here. My daughter lives in the Empire, and she sent me a letter to ask if I was keeping up with my daily worship.
Byleth is like, why am I stuck in the grocery aisle next to this dude? Why couldn't I just you know, get through and not have to be roped into somebody's life story.
Well, hello there, Professor. Is this a friend of yours? Is that so? I was sure you two knew each other. Is there something we can do for you, good sir?
Oh, what a lovely young lady. I was just telling this kind soul a story.
Really? What's troubling you?
Well, I was thinking of going to daily prayer, but my leg's been acting up and I can't walk properly.
How terrible. That's no good at all. May I be of assistance? I'd be happy to lend a shoulder and escort you to the chapel.
Would you? Oh, I'd be most grateful to you. Thank the goddess for sending this young lady to me today.
We'll need your help too, Professor. Here, sir, take my arm. Splendid work, Professor. You really seem to appreciate our assistance. Putting a smile on someone's face always seems to brighten up the day. Is something wrong? You're giving me a strange look. Oh, how should I put this? I suppose it's just second nature to me.
Mercedes is like, my assistant senses are tingling.
It's difficult to describe, but I can usually tell when someone is worried about something. Back there, I could tell that both you and the old man were in distress. I spent a good amount of my life living in the church. Maybe that's why I'm so good at identifying these things?
I was in distress because I was getting roped into a conversation with a stranger, and then you made me roped me into it even more, Mercedes. Stop, please.
Did I not mention that before? I spent nearly 10 years of my life in the Church of Fargus. Many came to us with their troubles. In my own time of need, I once ran to the church myself, and they helped me. May I share something with you, Professor? It's about a dream of mine. I'd like to work in the church one day. I want to be like the priest who helped me. Never mind. It's not a very realistic dream. Please, forget I said anything. If I were someone else, perhaps a commoner without a crest or stature, maybe things would be different. It's a bit sad, but this is the way things have to be. After all, only the goddess can decide our fates.
Nah, not entirely true. We'll get you there, Mercedes, don't worry. Oh my god, all the supports. Yes, let's go.
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time? Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you. Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery.
It's the giant-eyed blank 1,000-yard stare, I'm sure.
I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor? The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep. Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same. About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea.
I picture Flane's brain like, you know, those joke posters where you have like a side scan of the brain and it's just a goldfish swimming around in there. That's Flane.
During a storm, the once calm water waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power. My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little. Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
How old are you, Flame?
Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students?
Ah.
Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here. Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
Yes, have a lovely flame. Have a lovely day, Flame. Run along to your fish, please. Thank you. Oh my god, how many more supports do we have? Jesus Christ.
Thank you for your help the other day, Professor. Please, allow me to express my gratitude by taking you to dinner. Fantastic. But please think about what you'd like to eat. After all, such magnificent guidance must work up quite an appetite. I've studied swordsmanship for some time, but your mercenary skills are something else entirely. Speaking of which, there's another question I must ask you. Were you reconciled with the reality of battle from your first foray? With the killing part, I mean? I see. No. I do not carry that burden well. I doubt that will change, no matter how many years come and go. The first time I led on the battlefield, I was sent to quell a rebellion in the west. It was not a difficult fight. The enemy was not well trained and their morale was low. A swing of the lance and your opponent falls. A flash of your blade and a path opens up. That's the sort of battle it was. Easy, right?
That's there. That is a teenager who has seen some shit.
The noble family from that area sought to seize the throne after my father's untimely death. The leader of the rebel army was defeated and the rebellion quelled. This was at the height of the post-war period. I recall coming across a dead soldier's body. He was clutching a locket, and inside was a lock of golden hair. I don't know to whom it belonged. His wife? His daughter? Mother? Lover? I'll never know. He was a soldier, an enemy, someone we had cut down without hesitation. But in that moment, I realized he was also a real person, just like the rest of us. Of course, we cannot stand idly by and allow anyone to commit senseless acts of violence. Yet, in dispensing what we call justice, we take the lives of cherished family members, beloved friends. Killing is part of the job, but even so, there are times when I'm chilled to the bone by the depravity of my own actions. That you feel the same way is more comforting than you could know. Professor, may I speak freely? When we first met, I thought of you as someone who felt no strong feelings about killing your enemies. I could never trust someone who kills without batting an eye. My heart won't allow it. But after speaking with you and getting to know you better, I can see you're not like that.
So yeah, this is why Dimitri's C support was actually time locked until chapter 4. Because, yeah, he really did not trust anybody who could basically spill so much blood without batting an eye.
Now I know, with all my heart, that I can trust you. Thank you for that.
And I do fear for him, because he's in a very tough situation. He is the crown prince and only heir to the throne of Fargus, so he has to become king. And as king, he will inevitably have to fight, he will inevitably have to take lives, and he absolutely hates it. He excels at combat physically, but emotionally he's just really not made for wartime. And that is a shit combination to have.